Hey guys, it's Yuta. So, anime titles can be quite different in different languages. And today I'm going to talk about anime titles that are slightly different in Japanese and in English. Number 1, Shingeki no Kyojin or Attack on Titan. Interestingly, Attack on Titan is an official English translation. But the Japanese title, Shingeki no Kyojin, is actually a little bit different. So, what do you think it means? A. Attack of Titan. B. Titan of Attack. C. Levi is my husband. The correct answer is C. B. Titan of Attack. Shingeki means attack or advance, and Kyojin means giant, or in this context, Titan. And what's this no? It indicates possession. For example, if you say 俺の嫁, it means my waifu. 俺 is a masculine first person pronoun, and 嫁 means wife. So no is like of in this context, as in wife of mine. 俺の嫁 is actually the expression my waifu came from. But look at the word order. Did you notice it's inversed compared to the English expression wife of mine? 俺の嫁 is like I no wife. So Shingeki no Kyojin actually means Titan of Attack. And there's a very good reason for this, but I'm not going to give you spoilers, so if you watch the series, you will understand. Attack on Titan is an official translation, and I don't really know why they chose this, but as you can see, it's different from the Japanese title. And just like this, there are many things that are lost in translation when you watch anime with subtitles. So if you want to fully understand Japanese anime, you need to learn Japanese. And if you want to learn Japanese with me, I will teach you the kind of Japanese that real-life Japanese people today actually speak. So click the link in the description and subscribe. Number 2, Kimetsu no yaiba, Demon Slayer. Again, the English translation is quite different from the Japanese title. So, what do you think it means? A. Blade of Demon Destruction. B. Slash of Nichirin Blade. C. My little sister can't be this cute. And the answer is A. Blade of Demon Destruction. But a lot of Japanese people actually weren't able to read this title because Kimetsu is a made-up word by the author. You don't find this word in a dictionary. Ki means demon. Metsu means destruction. And yaiba means blade. So it means something like blade of demon destruction. It's virtually impossible to know how to read this title correctly unless you already know how to read it. Apart from Kimetsu, this kanji also has multiple readings. Apart from yaiba, you can read this as ha or jin. That's why if you look at the title, it has furigana, which is a set of phonetic letters to indicate the pronunciation. Number 3. 4月は君の嘘 Your Lie in April. This is pretty interesting grammar, and the Japanese title isn't as clear as the English title. Many Japanese people who read this title will probably wonder what it means exactly. 4月 means April. 君の嘘 means your lie. And wa is a type of word that can add context or highlight information. When we use Japanese in daily conversation, it's pretty obvious what this wa means, but this title is a little bit unusual. For example, let's think about this sentence. 4月は春 Again, 4月 means April, and 春 means spring. In this case, it's pretty obvious that this sentence means April is spring, because it's very easy to connect April and spring. April is a month and spring is a season. But 4月は君の嘘 is quite ambiguous because it's not very easy to connect 4月, April, and 君の嘘, your lie. The English title is very clear, Your Lie in April. If I translate this back into Japanese, it would be 4月の君の嘘. This is very clear. The Japanese title reminds me of this famous line from this essay called 枕草子, which was published in the early 11th century. And the line is 春はあけぼの. Again, 春 is spring, and あけぼの is dawn. And this line means something like, in spring, it is the dawn that's most beautiful. As you can see, this sentence doesn't say a lot of things explicitly, so you have to kind of understand what it implies. And I can interpret 4月は君の嘘 in a similar way, and my interpretation will be something like, April is the month of your lie. April is the cruelest month after all. But this is my interpretation, so other Japanese people might have different opinions. And if you watch the anime, you will understand the title better. This is the type of anime where the ending is very important, so be sure to watch until the end. Number 4. 声の形 Silent voice. So what do you think the original title means? A. Shape of voice. B. Shape of you. C. Shoko's.
あらあら。
The answer is A. Shape of voice. 声 means voice. 形 means shape. And if you already know what this no means, so 声の形 means shape of voice. But 声 is actually an old kanji that we don't use today anymore. We use 声 because it's much easier to read and write. That's why many Japanese people don't know how to read 声. We don't use it anymore. Japanese people don't know every kanji. They only know the kanji that they know. But do you see a pattern here? Manga artists love to use obscure kanji that nobody can read because everybody loves it when they can't read a kanji that needs furigana to indicate the pronunciation. Number 5. Kimi no na wa, your name. This is also a pretty interesting title. You've already seen this word, kimi, which is a familiar second-person pronoun. Not everybody uses it, but when they do, they use it with somebody of equal or lower status. You also hear kimi a lot in Japanese songs. And na means name. But this is kind of a literary expression, and in real-life conversation, we use namae, which, by the way, the characters also use in the anime.
君の名前は
And you are already familiar with no. If you are not, you haven't been paying attention, so pay attention because this will be on the test. And kimi no na means your name. But it doesn't end here because the full title is Kimi no na wa, period. This is a weird sentence. If this was a question, it would make total sense because it's just asking for your name. Kimi no na wa? But it's not a question, it's a statement. But as a statement, you would typically say something like, Kimi no na wa Mitsuha. Your name is Mitsuha. As in?
君の名前は三葉
So, Kimi no na wa, period, sounds like an incomplete statement. If I translate this into English, it will be something like, your name is, period. This reminds me of the song My Name Is by Eminem, which kindly taught me what to say when somebody asks for my autograph. But if you watch the film, this incomplete title will make more sense. It's interesting that they made this change because I think Your Name Is would work perfectly fine in English. It would make just as much sense as the original title. So the lesson for you here is when they translate anime titles into English, they tend to lose their ambiguity and nuances. And it's the same with subtitles. A lot of nuances are lost in translation. So if you want to fully understand Japanese anime, you need to learn Japanese. And if you want to learn Japanese with me, I will teach you the kind of Japanese that real-life Japanese people today actually speak, which can be different from the kind of Japanese that textbooks and apps teach you because they can be unnatural and outdated. So click the link and subscribe to my email group, Japanese with Yuta. Alright, see you guys soon. Ciao, ciao!